Good evening, Mr. Moates. How are you?
Good evening. How are you? I'm very well, thanks for asking.
So, this is Mike Moates we have here. Mike is no stranger to rallying as a sponsor and a rally driver, and I believe co-driven once as well. It's good to see you in clothes, Mike.
Well, I thought I'd put some clothes on for you tonight instead of being outside in the hot tub because it's a wee bit too cold for that malarkey tonight. But we're here in the kitchen. It's all good.
Live with Mike Moates in the kitchen, not the hot tub. Ideal.
That's the one, aye. That's the one.
Thank you very much for taking the time because obviously I follow you on Facebook and I can see you've got lots of ventures going on in life. If you're not building oil rigs or fabricating bits of metal, you're pushing snow with a wrong colour tractor for my behalf, but that's another story. But I mean, is there no end to what Mr. Moates does?
Well, I don't think so. I think you've just got to seize the day and get on with life. Current climate just now is it's pretty dire, you know. But us at Moates Offshore, we've grown over the last 12 months. I don't know how we've done it, but we certainly have. But hard work and determination, and hey, you just keep going and try to build your business up, and that's what we've done, and that's what we continue to do. So yeah, hard work, determination, anyone can do it.
Pretty much like getting from start to the finish of a rally, I would say.
Well, that's a different story. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you always want to try and finish a rally, but the first few corners are the most tricky ones usually for us. But get a finish is a good day. Yeah.
I used to get what I called stage 3 syndrome. Stage 1 to learn. Stage 2, stage 3, I'm good. Bang. Anyway, not about me. As you know, we're doing this event for charity, and I know that you've recently just done walking and marathons and such like for charity. So I know you're a big charity supporter. So as you know, we're supporting 3 charities throughout our rallython. Highland Headway, Highland Food Bank, and Mikey's Line. I know you're a big charity man, so what would you say to anybody that was looking to maybe buy a t-shirt, a bonnet, or donate to us today?
Well, I think it's quite simple. If you've got a couple of quid, a fiver, a tenner, I think you need to donate it. We can all donate something, however small or large, to make such a huge difference to these charities, which obviously they need the money, you know. So at the end of the day, just get it done. You know, put a couple of quid in, a pound, a fiver. You know, there's a few boys out there that can even put 25 quid in. I'd like to see that. Support a good cause because, hey, you never know when any of us will need these charities to help us ourselves.
Absolutely. So, Mike, what got you into rallying? What motivated you to say, boom, I'm going to go and get a rally car and go into the woods?
Well, it started many moons ago. I think it was about 85 or 86. My brother and his friend, Colin Baxter, who's also a competitor, Highland Car Club member, dragged me, a wee kid, away up to Ord Hill, the back of Inverness, to watch the Scottish rally. I was just in awe with the whole thing. You know, the Metros, the Audis, the Opel Ascunas, and that of the day. And you go out for a fun day out, you get absolutely drenched and full of mud, but it was good crack. And I think that's what kind of sowed the seed in my head at an early age of, you know, I would like to do that someday, you know.
So you would encourage anyone to kind of join the Highland Car Club and give it a go if they've got the chance to do the Snowman Rally?
Aye, without a doubt. I mean, it's all about keeping it local, and you know, if you're interested in any way, shape, or form of motorsport, whether it be, you know, if you like spectating, go and Marshall, go and join up the Highland Car Club. It's great fun. Or if you want to go driving, you know, the club is there to support you. through auto tests and road rallies, even stage rallying. Friendly bunch of people that you can rely on. The crack will be good. That's certainly what I did when I first started out. And for that is, it's a good thing. At least you've got people you can speak to that know what they're talking about.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So in 2003 was your first Snowman Rally?
Yeah, 2003 we did the Snowman in a 1300 8-valve Nova. Myself and Susan Shanks. That was, I think, her first time on the Snowman as well. It didn't end well, but that was the start. It was good fun. I think we've done about 8 Snowmans in our time, and it's always been a challenging event. We've only ever finished twice, but it's about getting there, competing, getting the crack, speaking to people. It's a great time.
I believe you gained a lot of young fans in last year's rally.
Aye, for sure. Last year, the Snowman was quite special. It was quite good. Obviously, being a Highlander myself and coming from that neck of the woods, to have the rally going through Dingwall High Street opened up, I think, the sport, the club, everyone getting, in the buzz of things. Dingwall High Street just lined from end to end, side to side, little kiddies at the side wanting to come and sit in your car. And, even the bakers, they were baking cakes with Snowman Rally on it. And it was just good for the whole area, the community, and obviously for the club and the great work that they do as well,
Absolutely. That was an Andy Jordan move to get it to Dingwall, and I got a bit of credit there because I knew somebody in Dingwall, but really it was Andy's idea. So I think it did work well, and hopefully something we can do again. So obviously you've done a few Snowmans and other rallies. Have you had a lot of cars yourself?
Yeah, I mean, back when we started, it was with the Novas because, well, that's all you could afford, really. We had a couple of 3 Novas, and then hired a car, and then I bought Bruce McCombie's Nissan Sunny, thinking that would be the next Colin McRae, but that didn't really work out. And then moved on to an X-Works, an M Sport 1300 8-valve Ford car. That was a really good car. We finished that year and that. And then back in, I think it was 2009, we did the Snowman again, and we got a shot of a car, and that was a 1600 Saxo. That was the year of all the snow and the snowbanks and that. And if we were watching the WRC at the weekend, it was just like that, snowbanks and snow everywhere. And we had great fun. We never finished it. We got to Mulbooey, nearly to the quarry, and broke a drive shaft or something, and that was it. But good times.
Have you any dream car that you would like to race through the woods in?
I think my dream car would be a Metro 6R4. I think it'd be a lot of people's car as well, of that era. The noise, the engine note, they maybe don't look the best, but just a dream car. If you had one of them going through Mulbooey Woods, flat chat would just be great. Like,
absolutely, the sound and the smell.
Oh, definitely.
So I believe you've sat once in a navigator's seat. Is that something that you can see yourself doing in the future, or stay in the driver's seat?
Absolutely not. It was a one time only. That was many moons ago, down at Ingliston with a boy, Nick Runcie. A lot of you all know. And it was a lastminute.com. If you want to come and navigate, it'll be easy. And after a few corners, it was like, this is just not for me. Not being in control. Not that I'm ever in control. But nah, I could never do that. So the guys that sit in the other seat, they're some boys. Some boys.
It is definitely a different experience, that's for sure. Maybe a cheaper experience. So. If you could sit beside anybody, be it with us, not with us, and you had the opportunity to sit in the passenger seat, who would you choose?
Well, again, my era stems to, it would be Colin McRae. I think, of course it's not going to happen, but that's one of the reasons that a few of us have all gone rallying, because of him, his flamboyant approach. Great guy, charisma and all that. And I think if I could have ever got in the passenger seat with him, it would just be fantastic, be really good. But there is other guys as well. You can't forget Jimmy McRae. I mean, he was a pilot in his day as well. If he's ever wanting to take us out, Jimmy, I'm here. I'll be your man.
Well, we've actually got a recording from Jimmy for the day. So if you are watching, Jimmy, I'll jump in as well, please.
Are you going to go in the boot?
maybe. Listen, Mike, thank you very, very much for your time on a personal level on behalf of the club. You sponsored our stage last year, and I would just like to say a huge thank you to you for doing that. And it's, without these things, a lot of people don't see it, but without the sponsorship and the help of people, it does keep costs down and whatnot as everything's rising. So thank you very much for that. And I know you sponsor other events as well, but it takes a real motivation to do that. So you're very passionate about the sport.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's nice to get the recognition sometimes as well, for somebody to say thank you. It's a big thing. Obviously, it is my original home event, and if I can help, I will. The company Moates offshore, we like to do stuff, and Snowman Rally, Highland Car Club, we're here to help, and we will sponsor more rallies as the years go on. So thank you for your support as well. It's been great advertising for us, and it's been a good bond. So a team effort.
Team is very much the way it works in the car club, and from spectating point of view, when I was a bairn, and a bit like yourself, got the bag. My ambitions as a driver weren't quite as spectacular as yours, because I believe you got a very high position in last year's Snowman.
Yeah, we went to the event, obviously first round of the Scottish Championship. Snowman, is always hype, the first round of the championship and all that. And we went there, and we just kind of drove our own day. We had a few moments along the day, but we were quite surprised. 23rd overall, we were the first in the Subaru Cup, which was pretty good. And then that makes it all worthwhile. You're pumped up for the rest of the season. Away we go, and then COVID hits, and that's it. There's no rallying. A year on, here we are sitting in my kitchen. You're in your living room or wherever, and it's just dire. But no, good times. Can't wait for it all to happen again. Great event. Yeah.
Fantastic. And as we touched on earlier, I'm sure there's a lot of young kids in Dingwall are looking forward to meeting Mr. Moates and his Subaru again. And, we're certainly all desperate to get back out again. And a couple of final words from yourself. I know we touched on it earlier, but to anybody that's sitting there watching this and thinking, do I buy a t-shirt? Do I buy a hat? Do I donate? What would you say to them?
Well, it's quite simple. As I said earlier, these charities, they need money to operate. We can give them a couple of pounds, a fiver, a tenner, whatever anyone can afford, even if it's 50p. Will make a huge difference to these three charities, because we never know, even ourselves, if we are going to need them one day, and you would hope that the help was there. So a couple of pounds, come on, just donate. A few quid is going to make a huge difference to these charities.
And if he tells you to do it, you better do it. Mike, thank you very, very much for your time, and look forward to seeing you again out in the stages.
You're welcome.